me see. 1917. So it's going to be 95 and 85. Okay. Now we need to figure out whether or not that's too big. For skewness, we didn't have that issue. Because for normal distribution, that number would have been 0. So I'm going to actually write a VBA function. Did we start talking about VBA in this class yet? No, we have not. If you're going to write anything in VBA, you have to have this developer tab on, okay? If you don't have it, right-click on any of the ribbons, hit customize the ribbon, and make sure that developer tab is checked, okay? You could also change the order of the items. I like things, I'm left eye dominant, so I'm putting it to the right. So if you have it, you're gonna have on the very left something called Visual Basic. I mean, I already do have code on this file. I'm going to pick my file. And if you don't have anything, just hit Insert Module. That's basically white space for you to write your code in. You can name that module. I'm going to call this Galton type codes. So I'm going to write a function, and I'm going to call this kurtosis 20. Later on, I'm going to make that parametric, but for now, let's just worry about ventiles. This is not going to be a function that has any arguments. It's just going to calculate what that number would have been for normal distribution. And for that, let's do a function. VBA does not have a built-in function for inverse normal. You have to call on the sheet function, but it's kind of cumbersome, so I'm gonna basically do that. Anytime you're gonna use a built-in function in Excel in VBA, hit Application, Worksheet Function, dot norm sinv is the function that I want, and enter the probability. And you don't technically have to type the data type of the input and the output, but it's always a good programming practice, because if you don't do it, Excel is going to assign that variant data type. Depending upon what you're doing, that may take a lot of space in memory. Variant means could be anything. And double means it's a double precision real number, which roughly means it is correctly represented in the computer up to about 15 significant digits. So once I have that function, I can call it. So my kurtosis 20 is equal to, let's remember, V3, which is inverse normal 0.15 minus inverse normal 0.05 plus inverse normal 0.95 minus I'm going to do it in 2 steps just to help myself. Let me make these a little bit bigger so that you guys can actually see them. Why didn't it go to 16? That is weird. When I write code, I use a particular capitalization for stuff. Internally, Excel doesn't care whether a variable name or a function name is all caps, all small, or a combination thereof. It works exactly the same way. But once a variable or a function is defined in a certain capitalization, just type everything in small cap. When you're done, it automatically reverts to the capitalization that you want. If it doesn't, then that means you made a mistake. That's how I catch my mistakes. Here, in this case, instead of normal, I put numral. Well, it doesn't have the capitalization I want. That means I made a mistake. It's already changed.